Hey everybody, Raven here, and today we're going to talk about something that I really enjoy, and that is Civil War tokens. We're going to bring two examples to you. One of them is an example of an Army-Navy token, and the other one is a Benjamin Franklin Civil War token. And then we're going to talk about the way that these coins are considered and graded because it's quite interesting, the story behind how they're produced and everything. So let's get right into it. We're going to put you guys under the big screen scope in 3, 2, 1. All right, so as you can see, this is an example of the Army-Navy Civil War token, die number F322, and it's identified by a lack of acorns and berries, as well as a dominating ray that points to the R in Army. And I'll show you what that is right there, where you can see off of the star, that's that ray right there that points right to the R in Army. So that lets you know that it's that one specifically. We're going to turn it to the other side so you can take a look at that as well. Very, very cool token. The Federal Union, it must and shall be preserved was the motto. And this is a really cool example. And then I want to show you the Benjamin Franklin one that we have as well, because this one is really one of my favorites. And let me get it under the scope there for everybody to see. This one is a little bit more circulated, but it's still a nice example to have. This item is from as early as 1861. They were minted, I believe, to 65. And, you know, Benjamin Franklin's a popular figure in American history and very important to inventions and part of our nation. So it's really, really cool to have this because, you know, it's his coin. And as you can see, there it has his famous phrase, a penny saved, a penny earned. And basically, this is how you value Civil War tokens. And let me get back onto the screen for you guys so I can talk at you. One is the rarity of the coin itself, you know, the token itself. And that value can actually change at any time because they can find, you know, some coins that weren't known to be in the population of what exists. Sometimes, you know, somebody goes through grandpa's old tins and or is given a collection and they find, you know, some examples that they didn't know were still out there. So that would actually can end up decreasing the value a little bit of your Civil War token. But they look at four major things, and that's rarity, metal composition, theme, and grade. Grade is actually the least important aspect of the value in Civil War tokens simply because they were handmade. When you look at the Ben Franklin, we'll go back to it right now. Let me flip it to the obverse and point out that there is, as most of you know, the engraver or maker normally leaves their name somewhere. And right here you can see where it says E. Siegel or Siegel. That was the person under Benjamin Franklin that was approved to design the mark of what they called, these are called die sinkers because they're actually hand done. These would have been, you know, they would have issues that other coins don't have. And so, you know, certain things like a little bit of a cud or a little bit of extra doubling or something isn't looked at as critically because it's done by hand. They expect to have more error type things going on or things that don't make a completely clean coin per se, as far as the looks. Then you have the metal composition. Now, metal composition's all over the board, and you know, to give you an example, copper nickel, you have a 30 to 60% premium on the value. White metal, 25 to 50%. That's like what is white metal would be? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on that. But anyways, lead is only 10 to 20%. You have German silver, 150 to 200% premium. If it's regular silver, you know, 3 fines 9 or sterling, you're looking at 200 to 300% value, and so on. So that's one of the other ways that they do it. And then they look at the theme. The theme is another one of those really important items when looking at Civil War tokens because it's hard to put a value in. What they mean by theme is people like Ben Franklin, like I have here, Abraham Lincoln, what have you. Those, depending on the person or the theme of the coin, it can draw a lot more money. And things that have Lincoln's name on it per se have a very, very high value to them. And just, some collectors will pay as much as they want to fulfill their items in their collection. It might be the last one that they were looking for. They heard about it, they finally saw it, and so they basically decide, okay, I'm going to spend this much to make sure I'm the one that has it because I've never seen it before. So there's another thing to the. I already hit on the lower quality workmanship. Even though they do good quality workmanship, when somebody's reproducing the same thing over and over and over again, humans are expected to kind of make errors. That's why the theme or the grade of the coin is the least important in the value of a Civil War token. Rarity is the most important. The metal composition is the second most important. The theme of who it is. And even though the theme comes third, it can actually drive the value quite high. So it's one of those things you want to look at and consider. And definitely when you see them in your local coin shop or antique stores, sometimes they're undervalued to what they really are. If you do your research, you can find out, a little bit more information. I always kind of leave a little bit for you guys to find yourself, because I figure if you do some of the work, it actually ingrains it a little bit more in your head, and you might come back with something that I didn't know and let me know what you find out. So if you like this type of video, ladies and gentlemen, you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscription button, tap that notification bell, bing, so you don't miss all the really cool upcoming live content as well as our videos. If you want to correspond, it's RavenHawkCoins@gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721-296, Norman, Oklahoma, 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.